Let's look at how Google Ads work. This is very important to understand how Google Ads work before we can sign up for an account and start working with campaigns. So Google Ads basically does not work on traditional bidding strategy. It works on something called quality score to start with. Quality score is made up of complex calculations. So it involves the first factor, which is relevancy. For instance, if somebody search for order cake online and you have 3 different keywords such as order pastry, order cake, cake delivery, the closest or the most relevant keyword will be given priority in this case and will have highest score or highest relevancy to the search query, which in this case is order cake. So relevancy is very important, and each of these keywords which you enter into account will be having a quality score which has been given by Google. The next factor is click-through rate. Click-through rate is basically based on clicks and impressions. Impressions are the number of times your ad being shown up to users. Clicks are the number of times the user clicks on the ads which have been shown. So CTR is basically clicks divided by impressions. Higher the CTR, that is higher the click-through rate, you have good keyword relevancy or good ad relevancy for your account, for your campaign. CTR is also being forecasted by Google's algorithm. In case there is no history, there is always a system which is built by Google. It kind of creates a forecast based on a lot of campaigns which are run on the Google's AdWords platform. So you can also get to see the CTR in the Google Ads dashboard. Now the third important factor in coming up with quality score is account history. When you say account history, it means the legitimacy of your business, brand's creditability, and your product or services. So if you do not have high quality products or good quality services offered to consumers, and if you do not have a real legitimate and creditable brand, it might affect your quality score. Now the fourth important factor is the landing page. So there is something called AdSense. So if somebody Googles out or tries to look for Apple AirPods, it should take them to AirPods page, not to iPhone page. Now this is called AdSense, wherein the user completely follows what he has put in and what you are showing up in the ad, and that that text and that contextual information should match on the landing page of the ad. Let me show you an example. So if you look for Apple AirPods, and this is the landing page which I end up using Google's ad. Now if you look at closely, the first ad which is showing is AirPods is from Apple. So this page is where I land up is highly relevant to what I'm looking for. It's also mobile friendly, and it is very informational about the product which I'm looking for. So this is how the landing page should be. All this is taken into account while calculating quality score. Next thing is ad rank. Now what exactly ad rank is? Ad rank is quality score into max bid. Max bid is the amount of money which you are ready to spend for each click by the user. Now it could be for ad as well as for the keyword. Max bid cannot win you top position in ads. So if you look at ads, there are positions like 1, 2, 3, 4 or more than 4. So if you are trying to win your position only with the help of max bid, you cannot win it. You need to have good quality score to win your ad or take your ad to the top position in these slots. Now this particular illustration shows how exactly four advertisers bidding for same product or service will end up in. Now advertiser 1 has just max bid of $2. However, his quality score, that is the the keyword relevancy, uh, the landing page, the click-through rate, the I mean brand's credibility, and the business image, it seems to be really high. So in this case the quality score awarded to him is 10, and it is multiplied with max bid, which is 2, which is ad rank. His ad rank is high and he gets the first position. Now if we look at advertiser 3, his max bid is $6, his quality score is just 2, so his ad rank is about 12. Now he's gonna get the third position. If you look at advertiser 2, his max bid is $4, his quality score is 4, and overall the ad rank is, which is max bid into quality score, is 16, so he gets the second position. If you look at advertiser 4, he has max bid of $8. However, his quality score is 1. He may not get a good position in the Google Ads, and he may also end up having the lowest position. So it is very important to maintain and focus on the quality score. We will proceed to the demo. I'll show you how to sign up for the AdWords account and also show you how the campaign hierarchy and all this information which I have shared now looks in the dashboard. So now that we have seen how quality score works, let us see how the AdWords account is organized before we can start this demo. So I'm going to use a digital board and explain how exactly the AdWords account is organized. So the first thing that sits on the top is the account itself, which is the AdWords account. The next thing which comes in the order is the campaign. Each campaign has a specific goal, and within the campaign you have different ad groups. So for instance, say ad group 1, ad group 2. We'll discuss why we have this structure. Within ad groups we have keywords, and for keywords we have different ads. Similarly, for the other ad group we have keywords, and ads under. So basically this is how the AdWords account is organized. You can have numerous campaigns, campaign 1, campaign 2, and so on. Under each campaign you have different ad groups. For each ad group you have set of keywords. For each set of keywords you have different ads. So basically it is done or structured this way so that you can organize a campaign with specific goal, and for each product category or for each product you can have an ad group. For instance, in my case, if I look at suppose I'm selling iPhone, so I can have an ad group for iPhone 8, iPhone 10, and so on so forth. So why it is recommended to have set of 2 ads for each ad group is you can see which ad is performing better among the best among the ads which you run, and choose to run and optimize the other one. So that is why it is suggested to have couple of ads in an ad group. So let me show you illustration. So this is how the ad groups are organized. So you have the AdWords account on the top, and you have different campaigns, say 2 campaigns, and there are ad group 1, ad group 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, under which you have set of keywords. For each set of keywords you have couple of ads, AB, AB, and for the best performing ad among these 2 ads you can optimize to run the same. So this is how basically the AdWords account is structured. So if you are gonna make change at campaign level, that is gonna affect all the items which are there, or all the ad groups, keywords and ads in the campaign which is contained in the campaign. So for instance, if you're gonna enable a campaign, then it will be enabling the ads in the campaign. So if you're gonna pause the campaign, the ads will be paused. Similarly, if you're gonna change budget at this level, it will affect the budget for the ads which are there in the ad group. Let's talk about few best practices while managing an AdWord account or setting up and managing AdWord account. The first thing is to have one goal per campaign. So if you have a goal for sales, you can assign it to campaign 1. If you have at the same time, if you have goal for awareness, product awareness or brand visibility or any other such goal, you can assign it to campaign 2. So I can have 2 different goals for each campaign. That is, best practice is to have 1 per campaign. The next thing is to organize your ad groups for products or product categories. For instance, if you sell electronics, you can use each of the ad groups for selling like mobile phones 1 and other for selling accessories, that is mobile phone accessories. So again, under mobile phone you can define different ad groups, such as for Apple brand of mobile phones, Samsung brand of mobile phones, etc. So this is the best practice you need to apply at in your AdWords account. As I suggested before in the discussion, also at least have
2 ads running in your each targeted keyword, so that you will be able to choose the best running ad and optimize the other. So this way you can get a fair share of idea what works and what doesn't work for your AdWord account. So these are the basic AdWord best practices which we need to always keep in mind while running our or designing our AdWords account. Also remember, at account level, once you select the country, time zone and currency, you cannot change it after that. So you need to understand that once you select country, time zone and currency, it is set for the AdWords account.